Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington, D.C., I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
The 16th Street Mall is one of Denver's most recognizable urban projects and one of its most ambitious. It was created to function as a pedestrian spine through downtown, separating foot traffic from vehicle traffic while still keeping the city moving. The mall was developed in the early 1980s as a response to downtown decline. At the time, many American cities were losing activity to suburbs, and Denver attempted to reverse that trend by creating a linear pedestrian corridor anchored by retail, offices, and public transport. The idea was simple: keep people downtown by making it easier and more pleasant to move on foot. The layout reflects that goal. 16 blocks were closed to regular traffic and redesigned for walking, with wide paving, seating, trees, and frequently accessed points to surrounding streets. Instead of cars, the space is served by free shuttle buses that move continuously along the corridor, keeping circulation high without turning the mall into a roadway. From an urban design perspective, the mall functions as a connective tissue. It links Union Station to the Civic Center area, tying together offices, shops, hotels, and entertainment venues along the way. That connectivity is the mall's core strength. It allows downtown to operate as a continuous zone rather than fragmented blocks. At the same time, the mall concentrates pressure. High foot traffic, constant transit movement, and open access makes it a focal point for both activity and tension. Like Colfax or Civic Center Park, it absorbs social and economic stress because it is open, central, and unavoidable. The condition of the mall has changed over time. Some sections feel active and well used, while others show wear, vacancies, or heavy regulation. That unevenness reflects broader shifts in downtown Denver rather than a failure of the concept itself. Management plays a large role here. Rules, security presence, and maintenance levels vary depending on location and time of the day. The mall is not a neutral space. It is actively controlled to maintain flow and limit disruption, particularly given its role as a primary pedestrian route. What distinguishes the 16th Street Mall from enclosed shopping centers is its exposure. Weather, protests, construction, and daily street life all play out here. There is no separation between commerce and the city. Everything happens in shared space. The mall has been repeatedly modified, repaired, and rethought, but its purpose remains the same. It exists to keep downtown legible and walkable at scale. Without it, movement through the core would fragment quickly. Walking along the 16th Street Mall today, you'll see decades of urban planning layered on top of each other. Some elements work better than others, but the corridor continues to do the job it was built for. The 16th Street Mall is not about spectacle or novelty. It's about movement, access, and concentration. It remains one of Denver's most important pieces of urban infrastructure because it connects everything else together.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.